well today? Thank you for joining me for another class. Today is all body weight exercises. You'll need a mat or some carpet, and let's get started. Okay, we're going to start in child's pose. So hand on your hands and knees, and then roll your hips back towards your heels, lengthening your arms out in front of you. Relax your neck. Try to lengthen your spine, pulling your hips to your heels. Deep breath. Take your time rolling up. You're going to come up onto your hands and knees. Make sure your hands are underneath your shoulders. Your knees are underneath your hips. Good. Curl your toes on the mat so you have good support. We're going to extend one leg out behind you. Nice big stretch. Lengthen your leg. Start to pull your knee into your chest. Nice and slow. Warm that hip up. Lengthen your leg. Pull your knee into your chest. Good. Pull that knee right underneath your body. Lengthen. Pull your knee in. Deep breath. Keep your back flat. I'm sure you can feel your abs working at this point. Get that hip loosened up. One more. Lengthen and bend your knee. Let's place that knee down on your mat. Curl your toes on the floor. Make sure your hands are still underneath your shoulders. You're going to lift your upper body up. Take a deep breath. Extend your other leg back behind you. Tummy pulled in tight. Bend your knee up to your chest and lengthen your leg. To your chest and lengthen. Good. Keep your upper body secure, lifting up tall with your arms. Tummy's pulled in, supporting your back. Big breath. Good. Two more. Knee to your chest. Lengthen your leg. One more. Knee to your chest. Lengthen your leg. And lower your knee. Good job. Take a deep breath. We're going to go back to that first leg that you lengthened. Return it back behind you, reaching out to the end of your mat. Keep your leg lifted. We're going to bend your knee, bring your heel to your hips, and lengthen your leg. Deep breath. Exhale as you bend. Inhale, lengthen. So we're going to bend that knee and then pull your heel to your hips. So try to bend a little bit farther. Feel your hamstring activate. Glutes nice and tight. Bend, pull your heel towards your hips. Nice job. One more time. Bend at your knee, heel to your hips. Really pull it in. And rest your knee to the floor. Good job. All right, last time, last leg. Reach your leg out behind you. Keep it lifted. We're going to bend at your knee. And then try to bend a little deeper. Heel to your hips. Lengthen. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend. Heel to your hips. Good. Squeeze that hamstring. Bend a little bit deeper. Deep. Good job. Nice. Last two. And one. lengthen your leg, return your knee to the floor, and roll back into child's pose. Lengthen your spine, reaching your arms long in front of you. Take your time rolling up. Okay, we're going to return your knees underneath your hips, hands underneath your shoulders. Curl your toes on the mat. We're going to pull your belly up using your lower abdomen. Take a deep breath. Lift your knees off the mat. Hover the mat. Hold it here. Return your knees to the mat. Take a deep breath. Exhale. Hover the mat. Good. Inhale. Lower. Exhale. Lift. Inhale. Lower. Deep breath. Lift. And lower. Lift and lower. Engage your core. Deep breath. Lift and lower. 2 more. Lift. Lower. 1 more time. Lift and lower your knees. Good work. Nice. Okay, let's extend one leg back behind you, keeping your toes down on the floor. Take a deep breath. Keep your back flat. Hold it here, just hold it. Big breath. Big breath. Now we're going to lift your straight leg back behind you and down, toes to the floor. Activate your lower abdomen, pull up your belly, squeeze your glute. Nice job. Stabilize your upper body. Control with your core. You got it. Lengthen your leg behind you. More. 2, 1. Now we're going to keep that leg long behind you, toes on the floor. Keep lifting your upper body. Hold it here. Deep breath. Tummy still engaged. Nice and slow. Bend your knee. Lower that knee to the floor. Good. Switching legs, lengthen your leg behind you, toes to the floor, and hold it here. Take a deep breath. Lift your upper body, abs pulled in tight. Okay, scoop up your belly with control. Start to raise your leg behind you and lower. Use your core. Lift and lower. Big breath. Lower your leg. Keep your belly pulled in tight. Lift. Lower. Job. 2 more. 2, 1. Lower your leg. We're going to hold it here. Keeping your toes on the floor. Check your upper body. Try to lift it up a little higher. Keep pulling up your belly button. Let's return your knee to the floor and roll back into child's pose. This time, release your arms. We're going to bring your arms down around your hips. Release your shoulders. Take a deep breath. Return your arms to the front of your body and roll up. Nice job. So we're on our wrists quite a bit. Let's roll them out, stretch them. Go ahead, wiggle your fingers. Okay, we're going to get back down onto our hands and knees. Curl your toes on the mat. Make sure your hands are placed underneath your shoulders. Start to pull up your belly. You're using your lower abdomen again. We're going to hover the mat. And then reach your hips to the ceiling, pushing your heels down into the mat. Bend your knees, hover the floor, and lower your knees. Good. Hover, lift your hips. You got it. Lower your knees, hover, and down. Take a deep breath, engage your belly. Exhale, hover, and lift your hips. Inhale, hover, and lower your knees. Good job. Big breath. Hover, lift your hips. Inhale, down, hover, and lower your knees. One more time. Hover, lift your hips. Hover your knees, lower your knees. Roll back into child's pose. Wonderful job. Take your time rolling up. Roll your wrists out. Nice stretch. Good. All right, let's sit on the mat. Sit how you're comfortable. Stretch your shoulders out a bit. Take your arms out to the side. Give yourself a big hug. I want you to walk your hands back on your shoulder blades as far as you can. Take a deep breath. And start to roll your upper body forward, right through your legs, looking down at the floor. You have the palms of your hands on your shoulder blades. We're pulling our upper back over. Nice big stretch. Slowly roll up, sitting up tall. Open your arms out to the side. Roll your shoulders back, pinch those shoulder blades. We're going to cross your arms so the other one is on top. Walk your hands back on your shoulder blades. Take a deep breath. Now this time we're going to bend at your waist off to one side. Start to roll up back to the center. Other side, bending at your waist. Roll up. Good. Open up your arms. Take a deep breath. And we're going to return your arms in the front, the 90-degree angle. So your elbows are lifted even with your shoulders. Right here, we're going to rotate your arms back, pinch those shoulder blades. Now lower your elbows towards your waist. Lift your elbows, even with your shoulders, return to the front. Take a deep breath. Roll those shoulder blades back. Crack that walnut. Now lower your elbows towards your waist. Feel that massage? Oh, that's nice. Elbows to the front, good. So we're gonna open your chest, elbows down. Nice job. Up and back to the front. elbows to your waist. Up and to the front. 2 more. Open. Down. To the front. 1 more time. I know it feels so good. Good. Keep your shoulders down also when you're doing this. Turn your elbows to the front, relax your arms, roll your shoulders out. Good, nice job. Okay, we're gonna return your elbows back to the front, and this time we're gonna cross one elbow over the other. If you can wind up your arms, try to do that. Otherwise, just make sure you're crossed at your elbows. Now we're gonna take your arms and you're gonna pull them out away from you. So we're pulling them towards me. Take a deep breath. Start to slide your arms up a little higher than your shoulders. Nice and slow, lower your elbows, shoulders down. Take a deep breath. Keep pulling your arms out away from your body, sliding your arms up and down. Nice job. Deep breath. Great massage for those shoulder blades, those tight muscles under those blades. 1 more time. Slide up and down. Good. Now unwind your arms and rest your arms. Roll your shoulders out a little bit. Okay, we're going to take your arms, cross the other one on top. Wind up your arms if you're able to. Start to slide your arms out away from you. And then up and down. Good. Up and down. Keep pulling your arms out away from your body as you slide up and slide back down. Very good for loosening up your shoulders. Let's do a couple more. Deep breath, nice and slow. 1 more time. Slide up and down. Unwind your arms, rest, roll those shoulders out. Good job, really good. Okay, let's take one arm out to the side, even with your shoulder. Keep that chest opened up. We're going to squeeze your chest muscle, rotating forward, and then push your arm back. Open up your chest. Keep your arm lifted even with your shoulder. Squeeze your chest, rotate forward, and open. Nice. Good. If you put your hand right there on your chest muscle, right by your armpit, you'll feel that. Activate. Take a deep breath. Slowly rotate forward. Nice and slow. Open. Nice. Good job. Okay, we're going to keep your arm opened up. Now turn your palm so it's facing behind you. Okay, now we're going to move your arm back just a little bit. Pinch that shoulder blade. And out to the side, even with your shoulder. Push it back. Push with your palm. Now try not to move your whole body. We're just moving from your shoulder. Push. Good. Push. Two more. Push. Return. One more time. Push back. Return. And rest. Good. Shoulder work. Okay. Let's lift your other arm. We'll start with your palm forward. Deep breath. Here you should feel your chest opened up. Take a big breath as you exhale, rotate forward, even with your shoulder. Keep lifting that arm. Open your chest. Now squeeze your chest, reaching forward and open. Good job. Squeeze and open. Good, one more time. Reach, open your chest, nice, good. Okay, now turn. You want your palm behind you. Okay, lift that arm even with your shoulder. Now we're gonna push back as far as you can without turning your body. So we're keeping our trunk still. Push with your palm, stretch your shoulder. Return, arm out to the side, even with your shoulder. Push. Deep breath. Push. Nice work. Push with your palm. You got it. You got it. 2 more. Push. Return, 1 more. Back to the center and rest. Woo! Nice work. Feel those shoulders. Good. Okay, now we're going to take your arms, bend at your elbows so your elbows are into your waist. Palms are facing the ceiling. Sit up nice and tall. You're going to feel that pinch in your shoulder blades where that walnut should be. Right? We're going to crack it. Okay, take a deep breath. Raise your arms out to the side, even with your shoulders. And then return your elbows to your waist and pull them in. Deep breath, extend and pull your elbows in nice and close. Lengthen your arms. Bend your elbows, they're coming into your waist, and then try to pull them in a little deeper. Lengthen, bend your elbows, pull. Lengthen, and pull. Good, 2 more. Lengthen, and pull. 1 more. Lengthen. Good. Pull your elbows in. A little bit tighter. Hold them here. Take a deep breath. Try to sit up a little taller, pulling your elbows in a little deeper. And rest. Rest your arms. Good. Good job. Let's bend your knees so your feet are on the floor. Sitting up nice and tall. Hold on to your legs. And we're going to roll forward over your legs. Rounding your shoulders. Feel that C curve in your spine. Shoulders down. Take a deep breath, rolling up, sitting up nice and tall. Hold on to your legs. We're going to roll forward, stretching your spine, looking down towards the floor. And try to keep your knees aligned with your shoulders. Rolling up, nice and slow. Good, 1 more. Round your shoulders. Perfect. And roll up. Good, good job. All right, we're gonna sit with our legs off to one side. And sit how you're comfortable. You can stagger your legs or stack them on top of each other, whatever works best for you. Now we're going to take your upper body in your hands and turn away from your feet. So your feet and your legs are behind you. Nice big twist. We're looking forward. Hands are on the floor. So your gaze is forward, your shoulders are forward. You should feel a tight twist through your waist, squeezing those obliques. Now you want equal amounts of pressure in both of your hands, so you're working your arms equally. Take a deep breath. As you inhale, we're going to bend your elbows, bringing your nose to the floor. Keep your shoulders down, pushing with both palms. Lift your upper body, lengthen your neck. Take a deep breath. Inhale, bending your elbows, nose to the floor. Exhale, press up. Make sure you're pressing equally with both hands as you push up. Push. Very slowly, nose to the floor. We're going to hold it here a second. And push. Push up. Deep breath. Bend at your elbows. Hold it. And push up. Down. Hold it here. And push. One more time. Nose to the floor. Hold it. Push up. Good job. Nice work. Now we're going to take your top leg and you're going to lengthen it out to the end of your mat. Your front leg is bent. Okay? So same thing, we're going to twist away from your legs, hands on the mat. Okay? Take a deep breath, belly in tight. Inhale, start to lower your chest and lift your straight leg. So your straight leg is behind you. Start to push up, lowering your straight leg. Really pinch that oblique. Feel that in your lower back. Take a deep breath. Start to bend your elbows, lower your chest, and lift your leg. Hold it here, hold it. Push with both hands. Lift your chest and lower your leg. Deep breath. Lower, lift your leg. Hold it here, nose to the floor. Start to push up. Lower your leg. Bend your elbows. Lift your leg. Hold it. And push up. Lower your leg. One more time. Lower your chest. Lift your leg. Hold it there. And push up, lowering your leg. Good job. Okay, now we're going to take the arm that's in the back, okay, the one away from your knees. We're going to remove it from the floor. So you can rest it on your arm or your leg. Just take it off the floor. You're going to keep your front hand on the floor. Now our shoulder is coming down to the mat, bending at your waist. Push up. Use that tricep. Good. Take a deep breath. Inhale. Exhale as you push up. So we're going to try to keep your neck neutral. Shoulder to the floor, not head to the floor. Right? And then push up. Good. Shoulder to the floor. And push up. Nice job. Inhale, bend your elbow. Exhale, push up. You got it. Last time. Shoulder to the floor and push up. Nice work. Return back to the center. Let's switch sides with your legs. Good work. Massage it out a little bit. Okay, so our knees are bent. We're going to take a nice big twist at your waist away from your legs. Okay. Looking forward, your shoulders are square in the front. You can feel that big twist in your waist. All right, take a deep breath. Equal amounts of pressure in both of your hands. As you inhale, lower your nose to the floor. Push equally with both arms and push up. Deep breath. Inhale, lower. exhale, push up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, push. Make sure you're pushing with both arms the same amount of weight. Got it. This time we're gonna hold it. So we're gonna lower your nose to the mat and hold it there. Ready? Start to push up. Deep breath. Inhale, lower. Lots of resistance, pushing with both hands. Inhale, hold it. And push up. 2 more. Lower, hold it there. You can do it. Push up. 1 more time. Lower. And push up. Nice job. Now take your top leg and we're going to lengthen it to the end of your mat. Okay. So we're going to keep that nice big twist in your waist. Shoulders are squared up in the front. Take a deep breath. Start to bend your elbows, lowering your chest and lifting your straight leg. We're going to hold it here. Now push equally with both hands, pushing up, lowering your leg to the mat. Take a deep breath. Lower, nose to the mat. Hold it here, hold it. And push up, lowering your leg. Lengthen your spine. Inhale. Exhale, push up. Inhale. Exhale, push up. Nice job. Hold it here. And push up. 1 more time. Bend your elbows. Lower your nose. Hold it there. Let's push up. Lower your leg. Good job. Okay. Now we're going to lift your top hand off the floor and remove it. So we're going to rest it on your leg or your arm. Now we're going to lower your shoulder to the mat, bending at your waist. Bend that elbow, push with your tricep. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Bend at your waist. So it's shoulder to the floor, not your head, so don't bend at your neck. Keep that neck neutral. Deep breath. Two more. 2, 1. Nice work. Push yourself up. Rest those arms. A little massage. All right. Roll over. We're going to lay on your back. Let's pull your knees to your chest. Rock on your hips. Give yourself a little massage. Okay, we're going to take both legs straight up to the ceiling. Hold on to your legs and pull them in towards you. Nice big stretch. Try to lengthen your legs as you're pulling them in towards you. Shoulders down. So when you pull your legs to you, you use your triceps. Sorry, use your biceps. Good. So now we want our legs straight up to the ceiling, pulling your abdomen down to the floor. Relax your arms. We're going to take one leg and lower it to the outside of your body as low as you can without moving your opposite leg. So we're going to keep that other leg straight up to the ceiling. Your hips are square on the floor. Tummy pulled in tight. Use your abs. Lift your leg right back to the center, lengthening to the ceiling. Take a deep breath. Same leg. Lower.
stretch, and lift. So you want to keep your back laying flat. It's not about how far you can go down to the floor. You just want to lower your leg as far as you can without moving your hips, keeping that lower back on the floor. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Scoop down your belly and lift. Lower your leg and lift. Nice job. Last one. One more. Lower and lift your leg. Nice. Now we're going to hold that leg you just worked straight up. Holding it with your core, tummy pulled in tight. Now lower your opposite leg as far down as you can. Squeeze that inner thigh, use your core, and lift your leg back to the ceiling. Deep breath. Lower and lift. Keep an eye on your opposite leg. So as you lower one leg, you don't want the other one to move. We're going to keep it straight up to the ceiling. Good. Big breath. Let's do one more. Lower and lift. Both legs straight up to the ceiling. Hug your knees. Rock on your hips. Take a deep breath. Let's extend both legs back up to the ceiling. Resting your arms to the floor. Lengthen your legs. Scoop your belly down. Now we're going to turn your toes out so your heels are touching. Open both legs apart. Nice big stretch. Now as you pull your legs together, toes are turned out, touching your heels. So we have a rotation from your hip flexors. Exhale, pulling your abs down, pulling your legs together. Good. Nice job. Nice big stretch, open. Exhale, touch your heels. Open. Bring your heels together. Good, two more. Big stretch. Open, heels together. One more. Open. Together. Bend your knees. Hug your knees, rock on your hips. Okay, lengthen both legs back up to the ceiling, resting your arms to the floor. Belly scooped in nice and tight. We're going to use our core. So this time we're going to rotate our heels outward with our big toes touching each other. So now we're going to have that rotation from your hip flexors again. We're going to open your legs as far as you can. This time pushing out with your heels. So we're going to keep that rotation and touch your big toes together. Inhale, open. Exhale, bring your big toes together. Pull your abs down, pulling your legs together. Exhale, together. Inhale, open. Touch those toes together. Good work. Two more. Open. Together. Open. Together. Rotate your feet back to the center and hug your knees. Rock on your hips. Let's place your feet on the floor. Reach both arms straight up to the ceiling. We're going to lower your knees off to one side, bringing both arms to the opposite side. Twist in your waist. Turn your head the direction of your hands. Now we're going to take the hand that's on the bottom, hold on to your top wrist, and try to lengthen that arm a little deeper. Release your wrist. Lengthen both arms, lifting your arms and your knees back to the center. Lay your spine on the mat. Let's lower your knees and your arms off to the other side. Deep breath. Now take your bottom arm, hold on to your top wrist. Try to lengthen that top arm a little deeper. Release your arm. Now we're going to lift both arms to the ceiling and all the way down to the same side your knees are on. Place your hand on the floor and push yourself up. Good. We're going to roll back over onto your hands and knees. Okay. Curl your toes into the mat. Let's roll back into a little child's pose. Tailbone up towards the ceiling. Try to arch your back a bit. Take a deep breath. Take your time rolling back up onto your hands and knees. Walk your hands forward in front of your shoulders and lower your hips. We're going to hold it right here for a modified plank. Lifting up tall with your shoulders. Take a big breath. When you're in a plank, make sure your neck is neutral to your spine, so you're not looking down and not looking up. Let's roll back. Continue curling those toes into the floor. Hips to the ceiling, tailbone to the ceiling. We're going to roll forward into that modified plank. Good. Lift your upper body nice and tall. Take a deep breath. Now take one leg and lift your knee off the floor. So we have a straight leg, one knee on the mat. Now we're trying not to lean towards your bent knee. You want to keep your body centered. You're going to bend that knee and lengthen your other leg. Take a deep breath. Keep your hips down towards the mat. Lift up tall with your arms. Lower your knee down to the mat and roll back into that modified plank, modified child's pose. Tailbone to the ceiling. Take your time rolling back up. Knees under your hips,
hands under your shoulders. Curl your toes. We're going to try to come up into a regular plank. If you need to continue with that modified plank, keep your knees on the floor. Ready? Take a deep breath. Let's lift one knee off the floor and then the other. Hold it here, hips down. Big breath. If at any point you need to lower one knee or both, keep your hips down towards the floor. Good. Try out on one knee. Let's lower one knee to the floor, then the other. Uncurl your toes. We're gonna roll back into that full child's pose. Hips to your heels. Relax down into that pose, resting your arms. Release your shoulders, bringing your arms down around your hips. So return your arms back to the front. Take your time rolling up. And sit on the mat. Wonderful job. Thank you for joining me for another great class. I look forward to next time. Hope to see you soon. Mwah. Bye-bye. Take care.